Hi friends, this is Yvette Spillman just coming to you live from my home office today, and I thought it would be great if I could share with you a topic that's a passion of mine that may really prove to be of significant help to you. Despite serving as a registered investment advisor for my clients and helping people retire over the past 2+ decades, I actually am also a serial entrepreneur, and my passion project is to help other entrepreneurs to be successful and to gain traction financially a lot faster than what they can do just in everyday business and paying taxes the way that they always have. How? What do I mean by this? Well, I'm sure you'll agree if you're an entrepreneur or business owner yourself that the road is paved with a ton of obstacles, whether it's trying to grow our business and scale, trying to learn just how to operate a business, wearing all the hats from day to day. And then, of course, the big bomb, if you will, is every year at tax time. The IRS, the state, the city, all can be in our pockets excessively without much reprieve. So we may find ourselves playing this game of name that deduction, right? What can I deduct? How many things can I find as deductions? Is it legit? Am I going to be audited? And so on and so on. I'll give you a few examples, and you may feel the pain on these yourself or resonate with these. One client came in. He owns 4 rental properties plus his own home. And he has, of course, his own business as well. And he said to me, Yvette, I'm ready to just call it quits. I wrote another $100,000 check to the IRS this year, and I've done this consecutively for the past 5 years. As my business grew, I just paid more taxes. And I grabbed my desk, I clutched my heart. This is a gentleman who looked for every deduction under the sun, thought his rentals were actually creating tax benefits for him, ran his business successfully, and still wrote a $100,000 check to the IRS. That's not even to mention what he paid to the state. I told him about our system. And the look on his face, I thought for a moment he was going to actually get up and go strangle his CPA. And I said, it's not that your CPA is a bad person or a bad CPA. It's just that sometimes they don't know what they don't know. And they may also be victims of what they were taught. And then another client came in, and when I explained the system to her and how the tax code is actually written to help, believe it or not, help business owners if they have the right tax-savvy investments. When I explained this and took her from, here to here, she started to cry. And she actually said to me, she grabbed my hand and she said, you have saved me. I don't know how to thank you. And, of course, we sat there crying for a few minutes together, but it's obvious to me that this is a very valuable service. So what is really this service that I'm talking about? Well, it's a proprietary system that I created over the past 4.5 years that allows an entrepreneur, whether brand new at business or well-established, to go through a system that we've put together that actually structures your legal structure correctly in a tax-savvy manner that also protects you properly. It allows for wealth planning that again is tax savvy, tax planning that of course is tax savvy, utilizing the tax code to help you, not hurt you, which is a new concept for a lot of people. And then lastly, to tie all 3 together and make sure that you have not only the system in place, but the investments in place to really accelerate your ability to earn and grow passive income and accelerate your wealth and your freedom, financial freedom. Now, how do we do this? What's the outcome? Well, when we set this system in place for you with its 3 main components of course, legal structure, as I said, tax structure, and financial structure, and we have them together working harmoniously, what actually happens is with all of that functioning as a tax-savvy machine, you'll often find that you have now value in your business. You don't have to deduct down to 0 every year. So you now have not only a scalable business, but a business that looks good on paper and one that you're able to sell someday for a profit, instead of a business that continues to try to show 0 every year and no profitability on paper. Secondly, you have the opportunity to relieve yourself, if you will, of paying excessive taxes legally. So we eliminate and reduce many of the tax burdens that you currently suffer. And then number three, we utilize that saved money, for example, in the first gentleman's case, $100,000, to go into tax-savvy investments with their own strategy that will really accelerate your wealth growth and in turn allow you to have passive wealth, money that you did not have to work for that day, coming in on a regular basis that frees you and allows you to continue working your business and focusing on that. Sell your business, go on trips, whatever your desires may be. You'll know that while you're sleeping, money is working for you and it's tax-free. So if you'd like to get to that status where you're no longer fighting to identify all your deductions, showing zero for your business, and then still paying taxes, if you'd like to graduate over to what we call filing like the rich, right? And having the financial structure and legal structure that goes along with that filing to where you are now financially free and free of the victimization of excessive taxes, then I certainly welcome you to give us a call or send us an email at the agency. And what we will do is actually get on a free consultation with you via Zoom or in person. We serve clients around the country and go over your particular situation to make sure that you're a great candidate for the system. If so, we'll welcome you on board as a client and a client family member. That's how we feel about you. And it's not just a system that we tell you about. We actually will implement the system for you and hold your hand across the next year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, lifetime, to make sure that your system is working for you and that you've achieved your tax and financial goals. So I welcome you. Additionally, we have a very special event coming up called the Sonic Boom Summit. And in the summit, we actually will not only take you through the education of the process, but we will also take you through full implementation at and after the summit to, again, see you through to success. So please look for the details of the event. And know, too, that one of our key differentiators, if you will, or differences in this process is the hands-on support. We will take you through full implementation. You have my word on that. There's not a moment where we're going to just give you some great information and send you on your way. So I'm committed to your success. I hope that you are too. And then subsequently, what we also have for future for you after the summit and as just a client onboarding is the opportunity to be part of one of our 2 communities. We have a community for new business owners who haven't yet achieved certain financial benchmarks. And we have a community for those entrepreneurs, business people, and investors who have actually already received a certain status, if you will, called accreditation or accredited investor status. So our first community for the newer people is called Mach 1, the Mach 1 community, and Mach 2 for our accredited investors. And again, both groups are invited to the Sonic Boom Summit. Why Sonic Boom? Well, because it makes a boom or an impact and accelerates you to financial freedom. So please do join us. I'd love to be of help and to meet you in person. And thanks again for spending some time with me this morning. Take care.